COPWATCH, policing the police every single day.
Former Sergeant, exposed. Report accuses cop of indecent exposure at eatery. By Liz Hardaway. Staff writer. A recently fired sheriff's sergeant was investigated for exposing himself to patrons at a Punta Gorda restaurant. Charlotte County Sheriff Bill Prummell fired Sergeant James White recently for violating department policy mandating that employees obey the law. The CCSO did not elaborate but did confirm that White was the subject of two internal affairs investigations, one that has been closed, the other ongoing. The closed investigation report, released to the Sun Tuesday, details an incident that occurred on August 25, 2017, while White was at dinner with other CCSO members. They were celebrating Detective William Prummell III, Sheriff Prummell's son, moving from the Criminal Investigation Unit to the Major Crimes Unit. The party moved from Hurricane Charlie's to Leroy's Southern Kitchen and Bar. There, the report states, White exposed his scrotum and testicles outside of his unzipped fly in full view of patrons. The report shows White was exposed in the bar area, while walking around, and at a seated table. While at the bar area, White intentionally twisted his seat to provide an unobstructed view of his genitals to the patrons of the business, the report stated. Although the incident happened in August, it was not reported to Sheriff's Administration until May 18. The name of the person who filed the complaint was redacted from the report. Witness names and interviews regarding the incident also were redacted because they are related to an active criminal investigation. A total of 62 redactions were made, or 13 pages of the 20-page report. The investigation report concluded the allegation was sustained and that White violated the department's violation of law policy. The CCSO did not confirm, however, whether this incident was the reason for White's termination. The department placed White on paid leave in October upon being notified by the Florida Department of Law Enforcement that the agency was investigating him. The purpose of the investigation has not been disclosed and is still ongoing. A Charlotte County radio host reported that the FDLE was looking into White as part of a steroid investigation. Email, lhardaway@sun-herald.com. Internal Affairs. Internal Investigation. IA 18-12. Sergeant James White. Investigator, Sergeant Scott Clemens. On or about August 25, 2017, several members of the Charlotte County Sheriff's Office gathered after working hours for dinner at Hurricane Charlie's restaurant, located at 300 W Retta Esplanade, Punta Gorda, Florida 33950, hereinafter. Charlie's. The gathering was in celebration of Detective William Prummell's III. Hereinafter B. Prummell, transfer from the Criminal Investigation Unit, CIU, to the Major Crimes Unit, MCU. After dinner, the party moved to Leroy's Southern Kitchen and Bar located at 201 W Marion Ave, Punta Gorda, Charlotte County, FL, hereinafter Leroy's. During the party at Leroy's, the restaurant was open to the public for business and involved several patrons not associated with the gathered group. While at Leroy's, several members of the Charlotte County Sheriff's Office, as well as other civilian persons, reported seeing Sergeant James White, hereinafter J. White, knowingly and intentionally exposing his scrotum and testicles outside of his unzipped fly. This was done in full view of patrons inside the business. J. White performed this act while at the bar area, while walking around the establishment, and at a seated table. While at the bar area, J. White intentionally twisted his seat to provide an unobstructed view of his scrotum and testicles to the patrons of the business. Several members of the Charlotte County Sheriff's Office and civilian persons including observed J. White with his exposed scrotum and testicles while inside Leroy's. On May 18, 2018, at approximately 11:30 a.m., Lieutenant Randall Whitney, hereinafter Lt. Whitney, received an administrative incident report authored by detailing an exposure of sexual organs in a public place and in a vulgar or indecent manner in violation of Florida State Statute 800.03. Based on the details of the report, a criminal investigation was initiated. Notification of internal investigation. General Order 5.04, c. Assignment of formal investigations will be determined by the Sheriff, Chief Deputy, or Bureau Commander. Complaints shall be classified in accordance with General Order 3.50 offenses and disciplinary actions. Countermanding rules, orders, procedures. On the morning of May 18, 2018, Colonel Rogers was provided with an incident report authored by detailing an occurrence involving Sergeant James White. The incident was alleged to have occurred on August 25, 2017. On May 18, 2018, Sergeant James White was notified he was being investigated by the Internal Affairs Unit. J. White was advised the investigation would pertain to violation of law. J. White was provided with a confidentiality of internal investigations form, which he signed and understood. He was also provided with a copy of the Officer Bill of Rights, while he is under investigation. On May 21, 2018, Sergeant White was provided with an inter-office memorandum, which advised him the original subsection of the policy violation had been corrected. Charlotte County Sheriff's Office General Order. Charlotte County Sheriff's Office Operations Manual General Order GO 3.50. G.0.3.50 F.4.C.1. Violation of law. Members of the office will adhere to all federal, state, local laws and ordinances, including but not limited to traffic violations. Burden of proof / preponderance of the evidence. Preponderance of evidence is the degree of relevant evidence, which a reasonable person, considering the record as a whole, would accept as sufficient to support a conclusion that the matter asserted is more likely to be true than not true. Conclusion. During the course of this investigation, I reviewed Lieutenant Whitney's investigation regarding the chain of events and all the details involved. I have reviewed all witness statements from. In addition, I have obtained and reviewed all other supporting information, along with Charlotte County Sheriff's Office General Order 3.50, the policy governing guidelines for appropriate conduct / disciplinary procedures. Based on the statements provided by all witnesses, it is clear Sergeant James White violated policies and procedures regarding violation of law. During the course of this investigation, the following facts were revealed. On August 25, 2017, several members of the Charlotte County Sheriff's Office got together for a celebration of B. PRUMMELL's transfer from the Criminal Investigation Unit to the Major Crimes Unit. While the members were all off duty, they met at Leroy's Southern Kitchen and Bar located at 201 West Marion Avenue, Punta Gorda, Charlotte County, FL. During the party at Leroy's, the restaurant was open to the public for business and involved several patrons not associated with the gathered group. While at Leroy's, several members of the Charlotte County Sheriff's Office, as well as other civilian persons, reported seeing J. White knowingly and intentionally exposing his scrotum and testicles outside of his unzipped fly. This was done in full view of patrons inside the business. J. White performed this act while at the bar area, while walking around the establishment, and at a seated table. While at the bar area, J. White intentionally twisted his seat to provide an Unobstructed view of his scrotum and testicles to the patrons of the business. Several members of the Charlotte County Sheriff's Office, as well as civilians. Observe Jay White with his exposed scrotum and testicles outside of his pants. The members and civilians who observed the above described behavior are as follows. During the interviews with each witness, this investigator finds there is a preponderance of evidence to indicate Sergeant James White violated Charlotte County Sheriff's Office Manual G.0.3.50 F.4.C.1 violation of law, and the charge is sustained. Jay White violated the above-mentioned policy by knowingly and intentionally exposing his scrotum and testicles outside of his unzipped fly in the presence of patrons inside Leroy's restaurant. I, the undersigned, do hereby swear, under penalty of perjury, to the best of my knowledge, information, and belief, I have not knowingly or willfully deprived, or allowed another to deprive, the subject of the investigation of any rights contained in SS 112.532 and 112.533, Florida statutes. Scott Clemens, Sergeant, Internal Affairs, Charlotte County Sheriff's Office. Police use who may want to retaliate against him physically.
Hey Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County Cop Watch, and I just wanted you to know that I am using this stuff under fair use. And also remember to like and subscribe this channel. Also too, keep in mind I do not make any money on YouTube. This is 5 hours work a day, you know, fighting for freedom. And you can donate with PayPal and Patreon. I just want you to think about this. If everybody gives to PayPal and Patreon, Patreon is every month. Actually, PayPal you can do every month. I have 12,000 subscribers. If everybody gives, I can quit my regular job and go full-time investigations on Charlotte County, and possibly even more and beyond. So just keep that in mind. If everybody helps out, I can go full-time doing this. Thanks.